Hey, good day. James Schertz, Product Management with Great Plains. So here to talk about the HS2200 Qualidisc. So we launched this in January. It's our newest entry into the hybrid tillage market segment. And just a little overview. So the Qualidisc is not new to the market. You know, with our sister company, Kverlin, this is something that they've had in the global market for almost 13 years. So key basis, it's kind of tried and true. But for us, from the Great Plains product, we've had some minor refinements that we've really been able to enhance and support our market. And really from a branding perspective, fully integrated, full solution for the Great Plains brand. But offered in 13, 16, 20, and 23 foot sizes. You know, some of the real capabilities of this high-speed disc, and you know, that's that market that it covers in, is really about the blade. And we start with the blade, this cone-shaped blade, pretty unique to the industry. It's a straight-sided blade that as it wears, it maintains that consistent cut throughout the entire depth profile. Pretty unique. And then as far as the arm and the mount, the traditional 4 rubber mounts that you'll see on most high-speed discs. The main difference then with the Qualidisc is that with that blade, it's a single blade per arm, much more consistent in its depth control. And there's also mechanical stops that are built into this to keep that blade from shifting side to side and even back and forth. Really much more consistent than any other product. But at the heart of the Qualidisc really comes down into the rear attachment. Tremendous, you know, multi-purpose tool, 2 seasons. It doesn't finish as good as a TurboMax or a TerraMax, but for a high-speed disc in that family, it's far superior than the other competitive units. And it really has to do with the ActiPack. You know, this particular unit doesn't have the knives on it, but most units that we do sell have the knife attachments that go in between, really knock down that extra bit of knockdown in the soil structure. But the packing capabilities, the consolidation is just tops in terms of its capabilities. And then finally, you can see up the top behind me is this has an active suspension system. So unlike most units that really, when you're cruising around 10, 12 miles per hour, the baby's hopping. Levelness is a problem with a lot of units, but not with the Qualidisc. Those accumulators really come into function in twofold. When this carriage is all the way up in the field position, activates those accumulators and dampens the bounce that you get from that rear carriage and really smooths out the levelness, smooths out the ride. But also in transport, you know, this is a narrow transport solution, whether it be the 13, 16, 20, or 23, they're all under 10 feet transport. And when they're up in the transport position, you can imagine high-speed road travel, it bounces quite a bit. And those accumulators also take that bounce out just to keep it a safer, more smooth ride. But, you know, this unit, again, available at your Great Plains dealer now, so contact them if you got any questions. But pretty happy with the performance that we've seen so far, and looking forward to future products and enhancements that we can get out of this. High speed, you know, that's the name of the game. So guys that are looking for post-harvest knockdown, I want to cover a lot of acres fast, and I'm not looking to really disturb the soil and knock it down. I just want to pull up those root balls, I want to size the residue, and I want to do it in a hurry, cover a lot of acres. That's the ideal guy. And with the sizing, you know, in the 13, 16s, it's really a good horsepower matches in those 200 and 220 horsepower range. In the 20 and 23, you're going to in your higher horsepower. But really, that's the guys that you're looking for that want to cover a lot of acres pretty fast, not worried about a huge turn of soil, and just really looking for good sizing, and then minimal activity to come back into in the spring. And they're not field ready, but you know, one extra pass with either the field cultivator or your TurboMax or TerraMax, finish it off. Or in some cases, this does a great secondary finishing job in, you know, after a fall application.